immer und willkommen Manchester. Wow.
Danke.
Bitte schön.
Wow.
How are you finding England? This is your first time here, yes?
As a band, yes. But in person, we all were in England before.
Yes.
It's a harsh summer, but Sam really enjoys it because it's not too hot.
It's best experience here.
I agree. It's too hot over on the continent right now. So this is nice. Cold, but nice. And it's interesting. You've got a tour here in the UK, but you've only got 2 songs out released.
True.
How did this happen?
Should I? Yeah, it's funny because actually we're only touring the UK because Colin asked us to play here at this punk weekender, and we don't know how he knows us. It's so funny. And then we thought, okay, we planned to do a tour anyways, and then we thought, okay, let's go to Manchester and then, maybe France, Germany. But then we realized, oh, it's way too far. When we're going to Manchester, we need to do a UK tour. Yeah. And that's when Laura hit all the emails and asked every venue that we could. Yeah. And so, yeah, we got the shows.
And you had some success, I think. You've had a few gigs on this tour?
Yes, but it wasn't that easy. I think I wrote about 200 emails or stuff like that, and Leah as well, and the others as well. We know some people here who do shows, or who know people who do shows, or some bands. That makes it a little bit easier to find a venue that book us.
But you've got a few, and you've had some very good gigs. I've heard some really good things about how the tour's been going, so that's always good. And Zurich, the scene there is very different to the scene here, I would say. At least my experience of it. How do you guys find it? Because it is, when I lived there, it was very the 77 punk. How is it now? I've been gone for a few years, so.
Maybe someone else want to talk about the scenes. I pass it on.
I mean, we have different scenes. There is the hardcore scene in Switzerland and the punk scene. So it really depends in which scene you are. But I think the scene is still super small in Switzerland. You can always see the same people at the shows, and the same people organize shows. They are super active. And we have tons of bands with people that play in 1,000 bands. But I think that's everywhere a bit the same.
Yes.
Much
like
Manchester. Yeah. But I think the people are pretty cool. There's a lot of cool bands in Switzerland. And we see more and more women and Flinta people. That means like women, trans, inter people on stage, which is so important and so cool to see.
Yes, yeah, I agree. And when I lived there, I moved 13 years ago, and I never saw any of that then. So I am so happy to hear you say that.
Yeah. And we get a lot of support from the scene in Switzerland. Yes. It's so nice. They always ask us to play, and it's so nice to feel the support, and also, see people that they think, oh, it's so cool that you play and all that stuff. Yeah.
And Switzerland is a very, very patriarchal place. Incredibly patriarchal. I just always was like, I'm supposed to be a housefrau? No. No. And you guys get out there and you speak out about it. Your songs talk about it. Your talk between songs is about it. How do you feel you're perceived there? Is it easy to come out and really stand against most of the society?
I think it's the best, actually. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's the best. And yeah, fine, finished.
I mean, to be honest, we're also in the punk bubble, so being against patriarchy and all that stuff isn't like something super new or something super brave, but still it needs to be said in the punk scene, because there's so much shit happening in the punk scene, because it's just like everything else in this world, super patriarchal, fascist and all that stuff. So it needs to be said. And the good thing is, I think we have a really good support system within the band, so we're not afraid to say what we want to say, because we take care of each other.
Yes. Because I was thinking that it is a risk sometimes to say some of the things that you're saying with the society as a whole, and to really come out there and lay it out and say, fuck off, we don't like this.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we play, there is people you can see when we talk on stage about different topics that they maybe hear the first time about it, and then maybe they are like, oh, what the fuck, what are they talking about? But I think that's important and really good that we can spread our message on stage, and to that also like that we can reach people that maybe would not think about this kind of topics. So it's really important.
And you don't just talk about patriarchy and equal rights and things like that. I guess when I hear your song Consume, I just picture the Bahnhofstrasse.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not far off then.
No, I mean, consumerism is all over, and capitalism sucks everywhere, I guess also in England. So this is also a really important topic, which we also got faced with during this tour, because we're like, fuck, we can't pay this tour, and it's like difficult because it just sucks when you can't do what you want and what you like and what you enjoy. And we're even privileged, so we're not like super marginalized. So it's really important to talk about capitalist and all the conflicts about it.
A bit more equality, which, again, I hate to say it, the Swiss culture is not about that. It's about the capitalism and getting up there, moving ahead. And
is it differently in the UK?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's a bit more accepted, but not as much as I would like to see.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was, I think because I'm originally from the United States, and I moved to Switzerland, and I was just like, whoa. And America is very capitalist.
Yeah.
And I go to Switzerland, what's this?
There's one more.
Yeah. And then I come here, and it was like, okay, that's kind of the middle between the two, so.
Okay, yeah, interesting. I mean, Switzerland is so much about like, what's that, Leistung? Performance all the time. It's just like,
Yeah, exactly. It's about moving yourself up and doing more and more and more. Yeah.
And I also think like when you criticize the patriarchy, then it's like it goes hand in hand with criticize capitalism. So I think that's
and other
pretty
structures,
important.
like all discrimination forms are linked together. Like I think if you're politic, you need to be intersectional, because otherwise, or it needs to be done intersectional, because it all links together.
Definitely, because marginalized is marginalized, whether it's because you're poor, or because you're gay, or because you're trans, or because you're a woman. It's all the same.
Yeah.
I would say my first song I ever heard of yours was, oh God, the name is going out of my head, Frau Maschine, which I'm listening to it and I'm like, wait a minute, what did they just say? I had to go look up the lyrics thinking, I heard that wrong. I fell in love with that because it is exactly, and how did that come about?
Oh, that's so funny story to tell. Go Sam.
No, you have the funny idea.
Oh, no. Yeah. You know, we started, Jule was the initiator of this band, and we knew we want to do a project, and we knew we want to scream, but we never screamed before.
Yeah.
So I give the microphone to you.
Yeah, so we so we were in a band room, and we were like, okay, should we try to scream? And we were laughing. We were really like, oh God, it's so embarrassing. Like, yeah. And then we started to scream, and yeah, it was so fun. Yeah.
And in that, we always knew, or Jule, I think it was Julie, it was your idea to write a song about menstruation, because it's another topic which is in so many ways wrongly like talked about it. And so we knew we wanted to do a song about this, and then it slowly happened, and then Saab came and thought, let's sing This Is So, or...
Yeah, and I'm in my 30s, and there you get to this point where people talk to you and say you have to be a reproduction thing in this society, and that really hits it with this song. So we made it in the lyrics.
Yes, I love it. And I think my favorite part is, though, when you're saying, do you want chocolate? No, I love beer.
That was my idea.
You are my hero. I love that.
Oh, yeah. But actually we don't play this song anymore. Yes. But yeah, it's one of our songs.
Maybe tonight you might play it?
No, we can't play it. No, I don't think so. And yeah, should I say the critic about the name? Yeah, we also decided to not play it anymore. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's called Fraumaschine, and Frau is the German word for women. And when we play, we always were saying, like, not every person who menstruates is a woman, and not every woman menstruates, because it's really important to like set the topic of menstruating and being a woman, or that all that stuff aside, like all the biological stuff.
It's just the menstruation part.
It's just, but like now it's on our Bandcamp, and there's not this like specification, and I think nowadays we would call the song differently. Just to be sure that everyone understands that we don't want to be menstruation linked to the term of womanhood or women. So
because trans men can very well menstruate.
Exactly.
And they go through worse than what we do as women. So that's a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. I just thought of it from the woman's perspective. So thank you. What are your plans? Are you planning to record anything soon?
Maybe I give the mic to Laura.
Oh, that's a hard question. We already recorded stuff like many times, but there are always little bit struggles with recording everything like that, and I don't know.
At least we struggle the most, I think, with finding female red person who can record stuff and master it. And in Switzerland, it's really there are nobody actually.
Yeah, because we really don't want to go to a cis man to record our record, so we wanted to try a person which is not cis man, but or cis male, sorry. But
So when you hear this interview and you're from the UK, we would really love to record with you.
I will think about it, because I know some women do it over here. So we will talk, and I will find out some names for you. Cool. Make a trip of it. Come on over and get some recording done.
Great.
Because I've seen some videos of live gigs. I love everything you guys do, so I want to see more recorded.
Yeah,
so.
true.
Maybe actually, but we really want. It's really hard. It was really hard. Yeah. Because we always try to record the stuff, but then, everything went wrong and everything went to shit. But I hope we learned about our mistakes, so I hope next time we will make it. Yeah.
But I'm sure you will.
Thank you. But also thank you to the people who tried to record our songs. Even though it didn't work out, thank you.
Wow. I want to thank you girls, people, so much. Really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. And I cannot wait to see you on that stage. So danke vielmals and have a good trip.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.